When you want only the best for your pet, check out AbbybellPetDesigns.com. We offer quality products such as floppy beds, crate pads, round pet beds, pillow slip covers, belly bands, and more. All products come in a variety of colors and sizes, guaranteed to satisfy your pet's particular style. Your pet deserves to be pampered, so shop at AbbybellPetDesigns.com. If you don't see the item you want listed in our shop, just drop us a line and we'll be glad to make the product of your pet's dreams. AbbybellPetDesigns.com.
And now, it's time to Stand for Truth with the host of Stand for Truth Radio, Susan Knowles.
There we go. It's buffering. Gotcha. Hey, Wayne, good to see you. Max, good morning. Hey, Lynn. Hi, Jerry. Jerry says, hello, Susan and Gracie. Good morning, Noel. Thank you, everybody, for retweeting, joining us on Friday. Chezzy, Teresa, good morning, good morning. Harold, good morning. How are you, Cully? How is everybody? Georgia, good to see you. Thank you for retweeting. Hello, Robin, good to see you back. She's a great looking dog. I know, Wayne, she's a cutie. I know, there's a lot of news, Jerry. Oh my gosh, she's sleeping right now, right beside me in Hope's beanbag chair. So she's made herself quite at home right now. So let me read to you quickly as we're coming in. Hey, Lady Catherine. Hey, Barbara. Kim. Thank you, Jerry. Can't see you. Okay. Sorry about that. I probably didn't put on the webcam. It would help if I did that now, wouldn't it? Thanks for letting me know, Robin. It is Friday. Hey, D. Searles. Good morning. You should be seeing me any moment now on the webcam. There you go. It's Friday. What can I say? Okay, let me read this really quickly. This is for there is a time there for every there is a time for every purpose and for every work. Ecclesiastes 3:17. Morning, Lizzie. Only a blessed weekend. Thank you, Barbara. Dr. C.C. Albertson once wrote this about the use of time. It might be wise for us to take a little inventory of our resources as to time and review our habits of using it. There are 168 hours in every week. 56 of these we spend in sleep. Of the remaining 112, we devote 48 to labor. This leaves 64 hours, of which let us assign 12 hours for our daily meals. We have left 52 hours net of conscious, active life to devote to any purpose to which we are inclined. Is it too much to say that God requires a tithe of this free time? 1/10 of 52 hours is 5.2 hours. How much of this tithe of time do we devote to strictly religious uses? If one allowed an hour for church and an hour for Bible study or prayer meeting each week, he would still have 192 minutes a week, enough for nearly half an hour each day in prayer and Bible reading. Such a person would still have more than 45 hours a week for life's chores and personal fun. The old excuse, I have too little time, doesn't fly. What is more likely the case is this: too little planning of the time we have. Wow, well, when you put it that way. Hey, Patrick, good to see you. I know, Robin. I forgot. Forgot to turn the webcam on there for a moment. So, hey, Debbie, good to see you. Oh, my goodness. All right, yeah, boom. Post that, please. Oh, that's in a little devotional book, Barbara. That would be hard to post. So I wish I could post that, but I'd have to rewrite the whole thing. If I get enough energy to do that, I will. Didn't get too much sleep last night because sort of wondering how Gracie was going to do. God's Little Devotional Book is the name of it, Barbara. God's Little Devotional Book. And I don't know who it is even by. I don't know who wrote it or anything else. But it's Honor Books Incorporated from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I think it was written back in the 1970s, 60s, and 70s. So, but really good message. I can say that. So this is Open Option Friday, everybody. Gracie crew, there you go. Oh my God, the Gracie sleep through the night. You know, Jerry, here's what she did. First of all, and this was odd. Like all day, she was like Velcro on me. They say that the Whippet dogs tend to be like Velcro. She is. She wouldn't let me out of her sight. She still won't. But last night she got really tired. She went into the other room, got on the couch. We went to bed. Hey, Junior, happy Friday. We went to bed. Sometime during the night, she came and jumped up on the bed and just slept there. So she was really good. Hey, Jill, for all of those who donated to Gracie, thank you so much. Totally appreciate it. She's going to totally appreciate everything. Paid for her fees and everything, which is amazing. Thank you, thank you. And before I forget it, Rhonda, one of the Rhondas that we have in here, she's going to be taking the month off of June to kind of give her a breather from social media. But she wants everybody please to pray for her because her husband got the job, but he doesn't start until August. So they've got to be really very careful with their finances until August. Can you pray for her that, you know, God opens doors and lets financial, you know, I don't know, jobs or for her to do or something that they can bring in a little income until August. That would be great. So, yes, yes, yes. Getting back to Gracie, she does have prayers for Rhonda. Thank you, Junior. Sending prayers Rhonda's way. Good, thank you. She does have some bad habits that obviously somebody has taught her. I went out of the room, came back, and she was standing. Hey, Tom. She was standing in the middle of the kitchen table, and I have a sewing table, and I caught her standing in the middle of the sewing table. So she's got some habits to break. She seems to be really right now courted to me, and my husband got home late last night, and hey Danielle, she's not as, you know, courted to him, and she has to bond with him. So hopefully, you know, that's going to take place. Actually, maybe I know, Teresa, it was not good seeing her standing there, and she's so tall that she stands up, like she'll go like this on the counter, you know, the islands and the table. So we got to break her from that habit. She was obviously taught some skills because she knows what the down command is. Hey, Daniel. She also knows what the sit command is. So she's just got a lot to learn. When she goes outside now, she's not running to the gate door trying to get out. She's more, you know, curious and going and doing the stuff in the yard that all the other dogs are doing. My dogs, they're a little standoffish to her right now, so we'll see how that goes. You know, it's the only thing I know is that she would not be here today. You know, yesterday was her code red day. Going there is not I know it takes time, Danielle, absolutely. Going there yesterday was so depressing, and I had to just keep focused on, you know, looking down at the floor and looking at her. I could not look at the other dogs. I can't stand that type of environment at all. But when she got home, she's not shaking anymore. She's not sitting in the corner. She's pretty outgoing. Green Mile Day, but you rescue her. Yeah, I know, Jerry. And nobody was coming for her, which, I mean, she's a sweet dog. Maybe there's just so many dogs that people just don't, you know, go and get the dogs anymore. And all she got Chihuahua mixed. If Chihuahua is one of the dogs that you find most often that people just dump, which is terrible. But that's what they do. I can't stand it either. I want to take them all home. I know, Kim. It's so sad. Oh, just to hear them and, you know, crying and barking and Thank you, Robin. Robin said Gracie is so cute. I mean, she's got the run of the house. She really just, is comfortable here. You're her angel. Thank you, Jesse. uh, just pray that everything works out. Hey, Marlene. And that everybody gets along really well. And, that she learns, she's got to learn some manners. We have to teach her manners on stuff like that. But she's really friendly. I mean, she, again, a whippet it basically is Velcro. The way she jumps makes me think a little Jack Russell mixing. Could be. I'm peeling onions, not crying. What he said. Oh, gosh, Wayne, you're so funny. Oh, my gosh. But, I mean, other than that, she's had she's had about 2 accidents in the house. She is housebroken. But they basically said that, as I think I told you guys yesterday in my little Periscope I did of her when we came home, that she was running around. They found her in this undeveloped area. And basically, she's kind of lucky to be alive, even getting to the pound, because of the fact that the coyotes run. There's so many of them. I don't know how she avoided the coyotes. Thank God she did. But I think she's learned how to kind of be more of a little scrapper from her being out, as a stray for a while. She has no meat on her bones at all. She's about 16 pounds. She should be somewhere around maybe 20 to 22 pounds. So we've got to put a little weight on her. She's getting really good food now. So that should be pretty good pretty soon. My mom just called and she will be coming home today. They shocked her heart yesterday and she's doing great. Whew, thank God, Robin. Robin's mother had to have her heart shocked to get it beating properly again, and she's coming home today. So thank goodness for that. And in Marlene, your mother-in-law, it looks like is not doing so well. And Marlene's prayers for Marlene and her family. A lot of people need prayers these days. A lot going on in people's lives. Yes, imminent death. Oh, gosh. Sorry, Marlene. Hey, Lori. I watch Lucky Dog every Saturday. I love that he rescues and trains those dogs. Prayers to you, Robin. That's good news, Jill said. Prayers for her to Marlene, Robin said. Good morning. You're late, but you're here, Lori, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I wanted to tell you guys, I don't have the video for you, but those that follow me on Facebook will be able to see it on my timeline. Circle of Life, She Knows Jesus. Thank God, Marlene. Thank God. Just said, good morning, my lovely Sue. How was the outcome from yesterday? Well, I have Gracie. She's here. Just said I did a Periscope on her yesterday, so she's here. We're trying to make sure she gets along well with everybody. What's the matter, baby? She just now woke up from her dream, I think. She's sitting in the beanbag chair that is Hope's. Hope doesn't know it, so keep your fingers crossed. What I was going to say is on my timeline on Facebook, the Veterans on Patrol did a video. It's a very eye-opening, sad video of the sex trafficking and vile things that are happening to children in Tucson, Arizona. Watch replay of Gracie Scope. Love her. Thanks, Lori. You hit the jackpot, Gracie. I tell you, I had a woman that one time told me that if she could come back as my horse and be reincarnated my horse, that's what she would want to do, because I treat her like a queen. God, that's really bad, right? Anyway, the video is what's going on in the backyard of Tucson, Arizona, but it's going on in your backyard as well. Hey, Alan. So don't think that it's not going on. It is. They found hideous evidence of crimes of rape trees. If you don't know what a rape tree is, let me kind of give you in detail without being too graphic. The tree on either side has where you put your hands through, kind of holding your hands there. You can't get your hands out, and horrible things are done to you. They found a kind of back in there, like a tunnel-ish type thing back in there. It was also on the Tucson News part of it. So you'll be able to, if you go to find on Tucson News about the sex trafficking. Veterans on Patrol. You know, these are people that actually do things without just talking about doing things. They go and do things, and sometimes they go and do things that the police and DHS won't do. What they are going to do is they're going to dismantle and destroy that entire encampment there. And it was set up with beds and pornography and pornographic magazines and lookouts for people that they will know that when somebody's coming. It appears that it may have been an MS-13 camp. They have little dividers up so they could rape children and nobody see them doing it or come upon them doing it. It's disgusting. Vile, vile, disgusting. And for those people, again, like Joy Reid and people like that who say, oh, MS-13, nobody cares about MS-13. Well, sweetheart, why don't you go into some type of encampment like that and see what you think about it afterwards? I mean, people who sit and never go out and see these things, or people always criticizing the police, I dare you, go on a ride along just one day. Have your eyes open instead of sitting back and playing Monday morning quarterback and acting like, oh, well, I would have done this and I would have done that. You don't know what you would have done until you get in that situation, and it's not a protected situation where you can say, oh, wait, mister, let me draw my gun. No, you're going to protect yourself. You're going to protect your partner. You're going to protect everybody around you. But anyway, so they're going to take this, the tunnel over to DHS. They said they're going to try to make them get DNA samples off of that. I don't know, moving that that evidence is not going to be good. Taking that over to DHS, they're probably not going to do much with it. Hey, Brandon, good to see you. But I'm thankful for the fact that they are going to tear that place apart. God only knows where there are other encampments there in Tucson and, again, everywhere else. It's in your own backyard. I don't care what state you live in, that's going on and you don't know about it. And that, MS-13, one of the reasons that MS-13, all these people need to go, the illegal immigrants and all that. Oh no, Brandon just found out his job may be cut to part-time. Brandon, we'll pray for you that God's will upon you, that if your job is part-time, that means you're supposed to have something better. And I hope that you find that. We pray that God will direct you. And I would just say, Brandon, I would start looking right now. If you've heard that rumor, start looking right now. That would be my suggestion. Robin said, I watched the video. So sickening. We already know it's happening here. Police and sheriff's departments have warned of areas to stay away from or not to go there alone. Gracie's her name. I'm sure she's beautiful. Thank you, just that. Same with your wife. You guys, Brandon, just start looking now. There's some reason that's happening. Start looking. Daniel, this is on my Tucson ran a story about it, and I have it on my Facebook. I can't get it over anywhere else because, unfortunately, when he filmed it, he put it on his Facebook and nowhere else. And, I can't share Facebook to Twitter. But Tucson ran that, so it's breaking on Tucson News. They have it. Yeah, I know, Daniel. It's disgusting. So, yes, but you should see it, especially the one in Tucson that they did on the report, to show people, what's happening. That this is actually something that happens. God's got something better for you, Brandon. I believe that too. I believe that, Marlene. I believe that He does. And Brandon, you just have to go out there and get it. Start getting those resumes out now. Start talking to people. Start, networking. Get it out now. 2 hours away. From you, Daniel? Is that what you're saying? Hey, Helen. Good to see you. But, it is going on. It goes on all the time. People don't want to recognize it. Oh, no. Marlene, your mother-in-law just passed away. God bless her. God rest her soul. I think Marlene's mother-in-law just passed away. Already updating the arrangement. Good, Brandon. Get it out there. Start networking with people. Network and get, you know, get a job right away. That's what I would do. Got a reply from Discover Advisor. Be boycott. They are reevaluating where they advertise. Good. Exactly. Happy for her. She put up a good fight. Wow. God bless her soul. May God rest her soul, Marlene. Tucson has an opiate and especially a heroin epidemic. Yes, Daniel. Yes. Good to see you too, Helen. Prayers for Marlene and her family. Yes. Prayers for God's guidance to your work, Brandon. From YouTube, Robin is saying. So, hey, Robin. You know, I know people say don't ever say this, Marlene, but I'm happy for her that she is in heaven and with God, and as you said, she is a believer, and I'm happy for her. I know that the piece. Well, don't say that because it doesn't make the person feel better that lost her, but I don't believe that. I mean, I'm Marlene's mother-in-law just passed, Robin, just like moments ago. And you know, she doesn't have to suffer anymore. You know, my parents are gone. I'm happy for them. I really am happy for them. Luckily, my wife and I have paid off most of our debt, and our bills are small. Dave Ramsey plans. Good for you, Brandon. Good for you. And you know, Brandon, unemployment right now is at an 18-year low at 3.8%. Lowest I think that's ever been for you know, black unemployment as well. So, I mean, now's the time probably to find a job. And I don't know if you guys, you know, are set in one state or if you can move. I mean, whatever you think that you need to do. And the Dow went up today. Yep. We're going yoga and going home party. Oh, good. I know lots of jobs in the Raleigh area. Good. Put out resumes. Yeah. Not only put out resumes, but call every contact that you know that might have a you know, a foothold in for you to get in there, because people who recommend other people for jobs are usually the ones that get the jobs rather than just resumes. Everybody sends, hey, NCAA, everybody sends resumes. You would be better off if you can make those contacts, ask them to help you get a foot in the door by, you know, at least helping to set up an interview. Even Geraldo Rivera defended me because MS-13 because they are Hispanic. That is gross. I know, just that. It's crazy. People are crazy. If you defend MS-13, you're crazy. I'm sorry, you're crazy. I mean, good Lord. These people do nothing but kill people, rape people, maim people, whatever, cut them to pieces. And if you say MS-13 is oh, because they're Hispanic, we can't say anything, you're crazy. Yeah, Brandon, it is all about networking, and I would think of, you know, write down all the people that you know. There is no defense, Robin, you're right, for MS-13. None. Absolutely zero, zip, nada. That's how my daughter got a fantastic job as a computer tech through her friend she used to work with. That's right, Robin. That's the way that you get in. Resumes, just sit on the desk. And they don't, you know, people usually don't look at them. Somebody walks through the door who knows somebody that works in the company. They're the ones that typically get hired. Brandon, what kind of work do you do? If you want to share that with us. Maybe it's tech or something. I'm not really sure. Maybe he'll answer that in a second. Unless you put anthrax in your resume, you won't get noticed. Yeah, please don't do that. I know. I know, Robin. Like, please don't do that. Internal marketing and communications. Internal marketing and communications is what Brandon does. Yeah, I would take a. Yeah, I know, Kelly. I would take a list and I would put down on that. I would actually write it out. Everybody that I know and everybody that might have a contact for me. And then I would start, contacting those people, but making sure that those people could be trusted, that they don't go back to your job and your employer, of course. Hey, Wanda, late but here. Hey, Alexis, glad you're here. I've been with the company for 3 years. Yeah. Well, and that's good too, Brandon. I mean, that's a good track record. 3 years is good. And so Brandon does that include washing windows. uh, Probably not, I'm guessing, Robin. Oh my gosh, you see the AC guy in New Jersey, I think, put poisonous mercury in the client he hated. Oh my gosh. I didn't see that, Jerry. Crazy. Brandon said that's a big fat no. Robin said she hasn't had coffee yet. The family has mercury poisoning now. Jerry, people are... seriously, how can people do stuff like that? I just don't know. MS-13 are going to Canada. All they have to do is walk across the border and they're in, Gary said. Yep. And Gary, that's probably what's going to happen. We're going to chase them out of here right into Canada, which, sorry, but, if we can get rid of them. I think I told you guys, too, about George Soros being big, hot, and heavy into the San Diego district attorney race. How does anyone think that they have the right to harm or kill another person? Robin, it's called a lack of empathy and soulless. Sorry, but not sorry, Jesse said. Yeah, I know. If they go to Canada, at least they won't be our problem. It'll be Gary's problem over there in Canada. But Soros was putting a lot of money into trying to get this woman elected in San Diego in the district attorney's office and in other district attorney's office. He's, for whatever reason now, has pulled all of his money out of there. Not sure why. There was talk of people, leadership, I guess, there asking him to pull his money, and people getting, not Democrat leadership, but other leadership, and people noticing that he was doing that. Yep. Need to cover my husband. All right, Marlene, thank you for coming today. Tell your husband that, we're sorry for his loss. Wow. It's really difficult, losing a parent. I don't know how many people in here have lost your parent, but, whew, boy. Difficult, difficult, difficult. You'll start looking at life a lot different after that. In other news, I hate hearing the name Soros. He makes me sick, Robin said. I know. Both of mine are gone. It's not easy. I know, Robin. Both of mine are gone, too. Died 6 months apart. Not easy at all. Never saw that coming, Yeah, I think George Soros, everybody's pretty much on to George Soros now, so. Stupid phone calls interrupting my Susan. I know, Chezzy, you got to tell people, hey, don't even call me. Don't even call me during this hour, or we can't be friends. I mean, that's what you say. That is fast. I know, Robin. Yeah, that was pretty fast. My father went first, and then 6 months later, my mother was gone. I know, Lynn. Just don't even answer, right? Just say, not even going to answer the phone. Hi, Susan. Signing late and was trying to figure out what happened to Brandon by rewinding, but am lost. Did he lose his job? Monique, he's been told that his job may go to part-time. He's in North Carolina. Monique. Robin said, it's great to have the assurance that they are born again and will be with Jesus. That will be my comfort when I lose a parent. Absolutely, Robin. That's the only thing that got me through. But as Robin knows, too, and losing both parents, I mean, you totally look at life different, and you start to see your own mortality that you didn't see before. And for me, I remember the first time it kind of really struck me, kind of what it was like after, my mom was gone, my dad was gone, is to go to a restaurant and see people sitting there as a family and knowing I could never have that again. I could never have my mom and my dad sitting there at a table with us, as they once did as kids. And that's kind of a sobering thing to really think about. But and you don't get over it. Like a parent, you just don't get over. You think about it sometimes like it was yesterday. Yep, seeing them everywhere, Lynn said. Yeah, you don't want them forgotten, right? And at the same time, Robin, like for my parents, I'm glad that they're not here. I wouldn't want them to have seen what the world turned into. I think they died before 2001. They died before 9/11, so they didn't have to see that and what the deterioration sort of our society has been and the stuff that we're seeing right now. So I'm kind of thankful about that. Monique said, Robin, sorry to hear about your mom, but super glad she'll be coming home today. That talking to Robin over on YouTube, different Robin. They'd be shocked and worried. I know, Robin, and just sickened by it. I'd rather see God any day, Brandon said. Yep. No trial date announced for Iwan yet. DOJ seems to be talking yet with him, but gold bars. Psh. I lost my mom when I was 27 in a car wreck. Her car failed and she went under an 18-wheeler. Oh my gosh. Who was it that just said that? I missed the name of the person. I was so focused on reading that I missed who wrote that. Sorry. Oh, Susan, I was so with you on that. Yep. Gosh, that's unbelievable. Wow. Chezzy said that. Okay. Wow. I know heaven is sparkling clean. My mom's there. Lori said, yeah. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. Wow, Chezzy, that's just horrible. Losing a parent at any time is bad. Losing a parent as a child, whoa. Wouldn't wish that on anybody. My dad's making spaghetti. Aw. Hey, Kelly. We're past the halfway mark. If you guys want to retweet, that would be great. So I'm looking around every now and then to see what she's doing. She's still sleeping. Much laughter in heaven. Yes, yes, yes. No pain. Not the same stuff that we're going through. Not people who are doing what we see. Not this craziness that we're seeing in our society. Mom left us 29 years ago, but she is with the Lord. Yes, Kim. Great. Yes, both mine too before 2000 don't have to see this. I know, Noelle. I mean, they wouldn't believe what was going on today. I mean, my parents died like in 98, 99. And you look at that, and during that time, and it was kind of like, if you compare it to then and then the day after 2001, the world absolutely changed after 9/11. This live, Kelly, on Friday, we talk about any subject you want to talk about. So it's an open option Friday. We're just talking about the news and personal stuff, anything you want to talk about on Friday. Friday's kind of the day to do that. In the news also, to this point, yeah, to die is to gain and live with Christ. Yep, my dad is still around but doesn't want anything to do with me or my sister. Wow, that's too bad, Kim. Maybe I don't know the reason. Wizard Sally Fields. I used to like Sally Fields until I read what she wrote. And I think that was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Her trying to make the C word something nice. And saying, that Ivanka Trump wasn't even worthy of being called that. I tell you, if you've got that much hate inside yourself, you need to check yourself. You need to either get right with God, get right with somebody. Can you imagine what our grandparents would think about everything today? No, Teresa. No. They wouldn't believe it's this bad. God, Robin said, I'm so grateful that God allowed me to stay here for my children. Absolutely, Robin. Amen to that. Hate will poison you. I know, Kim. And, for her to say that. Oh, you are? Alan. Alan's having a great vacation in Yellowstone. I thought the comment Sally made was so rude. Danielle, it wasn't only rude. It was just bizarre. I mean, it was, again, if you're justifying calling a woman the C word and you think it's okay whether you're a man or a woman, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry. That is like a vile, vile word. And there's no justification for that. And if you're calling some woman that, what if somebody calls your female relative that? Are you going to be okay? The C word is not class. C word is not class. Yeah, I mean it's not anything, Danielle, except the lowest class that you can be. I mean it's just disgusting. And again, there's no excuse. Sounds like a bitter lady. I know, Brandon. I mean, it was weird coming from her. Very disappointed in Sally Field and many drivers supporting Samantha. Yeah, B. Yeah. My kids finished school yesterday. They are now 9th and 10th grade students, officially growing up too fast, Robin said. Wow. Pretty amazing. It's amazing, too, that we're at the summer again. You know, it's like this whole 5 months are gone. We're into the 6th month of the year, for God's sakes. I mean, Christmas is 6 months away. Give me a break. 6 months in a few days, right? Does Doug like Gracie? Robin, he does. Gracie has become more attached to me than him, and that's not good. She's going to have to get used to both of us. But you know, he came home really late last night, so I'm thinking that it'll just take a little while. I take it it's not Cutie. Yeah, no, Wayne, it's not Cutie. They'll just need more time together. Yeah, Robin, they will. Sally Field lost her nun hat. She lost her mind, not only her nun hat, but her mind. Well, another Wayne. Hey, Wayne, it's your first day on Periscope. We have another Wayne in here, too. Aren't we privileged to have 2 Waynes in one day? We don't like Sally anymore. No. No, Robin, we don't like Sally anymore. Sally's a little crazy. I'm hearing about people wanting assisted death law to be passed. Well, they had that in California, Teresa. A judge overturned it, and now the Dim leadership is saying we're going to try everything we can do to get that back. We want that, we want that back. So they're going to try to pass some law to get it back because they want to see old people put to death, I guess. Like if they want to do it, oh, absolutely, go for it. We need more money to give to the illegals, so they're all for it. Sally is crazy. Yeah, Robin, I think so. Pamela, how are you? More like the UK. I know, Jerry. And I've heard a lot of people, speaking of the UK, dim thinking is just opposite of anything that makes sense. Yep, can't imagine if those drugs end up in the streets. I am done with so many celebrities, NFL, Hollywood, everything. Lynn, I am too, to the point where I don't even really go see movies anymore because I don't want to support the celebrities. I really don't. They disgust me. They're political issues. They bring it all the time. You can't go just watch a movie. You got to hear about what they believe and don't believe in politics. Got to jump off. Have a great day, everyone. Okay, Kim, you take care. Have a great weekend. So I don't want to support people like that. I don't want to give them my money. I would rather, do something else. Movies love to throw politics in now. I know, Brandon, all the time. There's some liberal message practically in every movie that you see. The other day, somebody put up on Facebook, I don't know if anybody remembers Billy Jack. Remember that? The Billy Jack movie? I miss those days. I have to tell you, I miss those days. I miss those days when, people had certain ideologies and, like, men were men and women were women and, whatever that means today, I have no idea. But Billy Jack, was out there defending the rights of men and women and, it's just great. I know, Pamela. Why was Kim at the White House? I know what they said, but really, why stoop so low? What's wrong? Kim's not at the White House, Teresa. There's a spokesperson from North Korea that's at the White House because he's been negotiating with Pompeo. There are a lot of people that come to the White House. So far, Black Lives Matter hasn't come. That's pretty low. That's who President Obama got there before. No Kardashians. Well, Teresa, she was there because she was helping with, prison reform. I don't know what she knows about prison reform, but anyway, there's also a 63-year-old woman that she's wanting to try to get pardoned. So I think that's why she came around. Plus, President Trump was friends with the Kardashians before he became president. I mean, especially Kanye. No, Kim Kardashian, she was there for prison reform. Yep. Yeah. But he knows them. So it's not like they're strangers. They're not politically on the same page, but except for Kanye maybe closer than Kim Kardashian is, who is a total liberal, but again, it's better than having Black Lives Matter or somebody like that at the White House. She hasn't done that. But again, she's not an authority on prison reform, so I don't know why she's there, but whatever. So far, Mueller has spent $17 million from October 2017 to March 31st, 2018. I meant to ask how'd your husband react to Gracie. It doesn't look good in my opinion since everything he's dealing with, Teresa said. My husband, Gracie was like, she's got to warm up to him a little bit more. And she's pretty good, but she's closer to me. She's more bonded with me. And I've got to get her to bond more with him. She's got to get along with both of us, and know that both of us are her leaders and that she's not the leader. So that's, hopefully tonight they'll bond when he comes home from work a little bit more. And he'll get to do that. Like when Billy said, I'm going to put this foot and hit you on that side of me. I know, my God, Collie, that was so great. Takes time. Gracie just got to Susan's. Yep. How is my horse? She's great, Pamela. Thank you. Saw her this morning. It'll go better over the weekend. Yeah, I think we just need more time to do stuff. You're her rescuer. I know, Brandon. That's what told my husband that, that she had all day to bond with me and that, she came home with me. And he's like the stranger. Like, here's this guy that came in at night, and she's like, who's this guy? So she doesn't know yet. But she was better this morning with him at breakfast. We've just got to teach her that when we're eating, not to come around the table and try to, take the food. Again, I guess these people let them eat off the table or let her eat off the table. I know, she rescued me. I would love to see her someday. Pamela, I did a scope yesterday. If you go back and look at the scope from yesterday, you'll see Gracie and my other two dogs. I did a scope right after she got home. She was a little wild during that scope because she was running around the yard and she kept wanting to go to the door and trying to jump up and get out, I guess. She's not like that right now. I've taken her out this morning and all that, and she's pretty calm. She didn't even go to the door. Thanks, Danielle. I use a spray bottle with water in it while saying no. That works too. Most animals rescue us. Yep. My dog sleeps on my feet under the table when I eat dinner. I love rescues. I do too, Pamela. Yeah, our other dogs have been taught we don't feed them table scraps, so they don't come to the table. I have a little bench that I sit on at the table. So Gracie just made herself comfortable with me next on the bench. Don't breed, just rescue. Yep. Bree's a clicker. Good. She'll learn from the other two, Robin said. Yeah, hopefully. The other two right now are kind of like staying together, like, okay, you're not a member of our pack. And they're letting her know that she's not a member of their pack. So I'm hoping that they will open up and allow her to become a member. Gracie will be fine with both of you in time. I'm thrilled you saved her. Thanks, Robin. Three's a crowd. I know. Yeah. I'm giving it some time, and seeing how she reacts and see if they get along well and stuff like that. The little one, Abby, she's like, Abby's can, take her or leave her. She's been hungry. That's why she wants food. Probably, Wayne, yesterday when I gave her some food, I mean, they did feed her in the Humane Society, but the food is crap. Because they take in food whatever they get. If I take a bite and look at my dog, she turns her head. She knows not to watch. That's funny, Teresa. But when I gave her the really good food, I mean, she scoffed that down like she hadn't eaten in 12 days. And again, right now, she's a little bit too bony. I mean, her bones are kind of sticking out. I mean, she's a whippet and they're thin, but she needs some weight put on her. She needs I would say a good 4 pounds put on her body. So my dog eats only when I do, Brandon said. Yeah, I've got to get her. I want to get her to the vet and just have the vet check her out and tell me maybe what I need, what I can do. High protein. Yeah, the food that I give my dogs is boar's meat. It's in, kibbles, but it's boar's meat, and that's really good food. The better food will satisfy her better. Absolutely, Robin. Susan, I have to go. Grandsons are calling. Have a great weekend. You too, Helen. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Hey, Donnie. So I think it's just a matter of time. Monique said, just got word on Obama's OFA with a major announcement of a new and much larger movement called Team 18, based out of Chicago and run by newly appointed Katie Hogan. Very disturbing. Keep your eyes open. Yep, Monique. Milk Bones. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing some training treats. We have one that will steal food after 6 years of being here. Oh, wow, Wayne. We give our royal cabin because we found out he's allergic to a lot of stuff. Yeah, the boar's meat the dogs really seem to like. We used to give them science diet. We found out that's got more of a what is it, like grain and stuff like that rather than the meat they need. 38 states expanding Medicare. Is California one of them? John, they want to give Medicare, or well, they want to give Medi-Cal at least to everybody within the state, every adult, whether they're legal or illegal. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to expand Medicare too. Yeah, fillers, Jerry. I used to use science diet too. Yeah, we stopped doing that. The dogs so love it now, not having science diet. They scoff their food down. They really love it. But science diet, it just wasn't the meat that they needed. We buy Authority from Petco, has same ingredients but cheaper. Huh, okay. I use Wilderness and Royal. Daniel said, I get for my cats, they don't even need to eat as much. Canine, yeah. From brand. I've never heard of it. I would love to have a cat, but can't have cats because I'm allergic. I didn't used to be, but I'm allergic now. Monique said Gracie's adorable. Feed her some rice and protein. Probably, Monique. I may have to. But she's eating the boar's meat, and that should be really good protein for her. She did not scoff it down today. She didn't act like she was going to starve to death. I'm allergic too. I just sneeze and get stuffed up. I know, Robin. I was getting a little bit like that with her, so I'm upping my dosage of Zyrtec so that I can get through this. It's probably just something new in the environment for me. Let's see. Did you guys hear? Let's see. Got to get on a conference call. Thanks for your prayers and have a great weekend. You too, Brandon. I'm in a second story condo, so a dog would be more hassle. True, Robin. True, but for me, I would do the walk. So, there are, let's see, 72 Sears stores are closing. Does anybody shop at Sears? You are a true hero, Sue. My neighbor's dogs, we feed them Purina mix with cooked food. Their owner is a police, so I go over and I feed them when he's on duty. They're pit mix, big breed. Wow, Josette. If I had a yard like yours, it would be great. Thanks, Robin. I didn't always have a yard like that. We were at another point someplace else, and it was a townhouse. Didn't have a yard. Had to go out and walk every day. You lost all your Sears stores. Sears, I look for tools. Yeah, you like those for tools, Jerry. I found one of the Sears stores in San Diego closed, and I needed a lawnmower because, as you guys know, I do my own lawn, cut the own lawn, and found a really good price lawnmower. Why are their stores closing? The tax cut should have saved them. John said, John, I think Sears and Kmart, places like that, they've been having a lot of problems for a long time. They're not keeping up. I think Sears kind of made the mistake of trying to be everything for everybody, and that's kind of not what people are looking for. And also, a lot of people are looking more for things like Amazon and buying things online. Lexi was 31 pounds when we got her, 38.4 now after a year, Wayne said. Wow. Robin said we lost Sears a long time ago. We have, I think, maybe one left. I don't even know. And, you know, I mean, Kmart, have you been into a Kmart lately? I went into a Kmart here, and my God, it was like the dirtiest store I've ever been in. I just, it was dirty, it was hot, it was smelly. We're getting more fancy food stores here, Robin said. We only do online shopping, Cully said. I know, Cully, I'm getting to be that same way too. No, they closed down in this area. Yeah, they closed, I think, 39 before, and now they're closing another, 72. That's crazy. They're going to, pretty much, they're going to be all gone. Yeah, and I mean, Wayne, seriously, Kmart is filthy. Filthy. We have a really nice Kmart here, last one around our area. Wow, Noelle. I was shocked when I went in there, and so barren in there as well. We don't have Kmart anymore, and only one Sears that won't last long, Robin said. Yeah. Really, we only have one Kmart left, and it's impeccable. Wow, nice. Also, many J.C. Penney's closing here. You know, I think, Teresa, J.C. Penney made a mistake where they did the JCP, remember? Sears' last CEO screwed Sears like CEO from Apple screwed J.C. Penney's. Wow. Good to know. Dogs are carnivores, starch, rice, grains, not their normal diet. True, Jerry. That's why the boar's meat's good, because they like the meat. Yeah, I think, you know, a lot of things are changing. And it's not about the economy. It's about, you know, it's about supply and demand. What do people want? What are people buying? What are they looking for? People want things that, you know, the reason they're trying to do things with Amazon, get things overnight or get things, you know, buy something flying over your house and dropping it off. I mean, people want it now. They don't want to have to go get it. They want it brought to their house. Sugars and starches convert to sugar feed cancer. Yeah. True, Jerry. So, I mean, you know, the competition, I think, is going to get even more and more fierce, and people are just having higher and higher expectations. Some of the things that if you go in Sears and Kmart, it's probably not what you're going to buy anyway for a lot of things. I mean, I don't know too many people that buy their clothes, for example, at Kmart. That's bad for small business owners. It is, Teresa, it is. Yep, cats too and vaccines are causing cancers in pets. Look it up. Yeah. Ugh. But they, you know, like Kmart too. I mean, what in Kmart do you buy? I still like going to stores. I like walking around and looking at items. See, Robin, I hate that. Oh my God. I'm not a shopper. I'm like Cully. I want to go online. I want to see what I want. Boop, put it in, and I'm done. My cats don't get shots anymore. They're 13 and indoors all the time, Robin said. Yeah, in California, you have to, your animals are vaccinated, period. When Sears at Brush, biggest in USA, closed writing was on the wall. Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, Sears has been going downhill for a long time. This just wasn't just overnight. It's been a long time coming. I hate to shop, but I need to feel the material before I wear it. You know, and Teresa, that's a good good point, because I bought stuff online, and you get the material and it's not what you saw online. Online 2 days later at the door. Yeah, don't mind some online shopping, but I have to see food to buy it, Robin said. I like to see big purchase items in person, Noelle said. Yeah, and I know, I think, Cully, you actually do your grocery shopping online, which, you know, somebody else goes and gets his stuff. Now, see, I wouldn't like that. I want to see what I'm getting, and I want to see what it looks like. I want to see how fresh it is. I want to read the ingredients on it and see what that is, you know. So I wouldn't like that, but Cully, I think, does that. You do it too, Danielle. My sister ordered food from Walmart, and then we go pick it up. Cool. I always purchase Craftsman products for my son, lifetime warranty, but if they go out of business, Lori said, I know. Where did I see Craftsman? Oh, Home Depot now is getting Craftsman Lori. Maybe the reason they're doing that is because of the Sears kind of closing. But I was shocked to see Craftsman's tools in Home Depot. I don't think I've ever seen that in there before. So maybe if they go out, you'll be covered. It'll be Sears, but it won't. Yeah. Craftsman will still be around. Oh, really? I thought Craftsman was Sears brand. I did too, Robin. We were there last weekend in Home Depot, and my husband and I both go, wow, Craftsman, what's that doing in here? We were shocked. Maybe they're just expanding their line, and, maybe Sears knowing they're going to go out of business. I don't know. I don't know what the case is, but Sears owned most of the property where their stores were their money. Well, that's good because it's a good brand. Yep. Do you know Turkey big president? Why do some people come in and ask about Erdogan and stuff? I don't know about that. I don't know why you ask. Lowe's my favorite store. Yeah. Lowe's is good. Sometimes if we can't find something in Home Depot, we'll go to Lowe's and vice versa. So just depends. But they have pretty good stuff. And I think Lowe's has better outdoor furniture and things of that nature and some other things. What would we do without Lowe's and Home Depot? Craftsman is separated from Sears. Oh, okay. Craftsman is separate from Sears. Wayne said, we have Menards in the Midwest, my favorite. Yeah, we don't have that. Yeah, Sears. I hate Menards with their rebates on everything. That's opposite of what we do. LOL, we start at Lowe's and go to Home Depot. JCPenney CEO, no CEO of Lowe's. Huh. No IG report until, June 11th, keeping us waiting. Yep. Probably because they added that other section to it, Jerry. Remember they were going to add on to that? They're probably doing a little more looking into it. I know that Comey was being interviewed. Who was it? Yeah, Comey was being interviewed. Who was he being interviewed by? I think it was the FBI trying to figure out, what they were going to do against McCabe. I believe that's what I read. So what's the deal with Sessions? Is he good guy or bad guy these days? Robin, it's who you talk to. I don't think Sessions is a bad guy. I think Sessions recused himself. Nobody likes it. He had to do what he had to do. I know people said, well, he should have told President Trump. If you look back, he did tell President Trump. What are you doing? He did tell President Trump, or, when it was, what's his face? Franken was asking him questions. He could have pulled him right then and there. I'm disappointed in Sessions. I'm disappointed in the fact that Sessions has been interviewed by Mueller and, kind of cleared, right? But so he doesn't, he continues to recuse himself. Some are saying he's going to pull down some big guy soon. Don't know what to believe. Well, Robin, I know the Periscope pundits say that, and Q and, all these other people out in the atmosphere. But, think about it. If Q and everybody else were real and knew everything about everybody and said how much they were really connected, all the Periscope pundits and all that, wouldn't they have known about the fact that Dinesh D'Souza was going to be pardoned? It's kind of like your dog heard authority dog food. No, he wants some. I know, BZ. Could be. She likes to growl at her tail. I don't know why. Like the tip end of her tail. I don't know. She doesn't like that white tip. I have no idea. But anyway, if all these Periscope people are so connected to the president, know what's going on, then how come they didn't know that Dinesh D'Souza was going to be pardoned? Just saying. I wait for, I do my own research for one, and I wait and see what happens. Seeing dogs do that with their tail. I know Danielle's crazy, really. Monique said also in the summer we love growing crops and buying from the locals when we can. Yeah. Robin says she's tired of waiting on Sessions to do something. So am I. What scares me is that some people seem to worship Q. Well, Robin, that's because some people need to find somebody to worship. That's why they follow a lot of people on Periscope and believe every word they say. Unfortunately, how many times have I said, don't put your faith in a human like that. Put your faith in God. But, but it's Christians who are doing it. I know, Robin, but just because that you say you're a Christian doesn't mean that you practice being a Christian. Now, anybody can say they're anything, but, it's what you do that your actions. So, it's sad where people go research for yourself. I know. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I guess it's exciting to follow all these people online and go, oh my gosh, what's happening? And it's like a big gossip fest or something. But I don't know if you got that kind of time and you like that. I guess that's great. But anyway, we are out of time. I can't believe the hour just flew by. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you again for all your support for Gracie. Keep your fingers crossed. Send prayers our way that everything works out and everything is great with her and the other dogs and everything, and that she works out well for us. If you would pray for that, that would be great. Yeah, it's online soap opera for adults. There you go, Robin. White tip tail so hunters can see the dog in tall grass. Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. God bless you. God bless you. Please retweet this if you will. We'll see you.